We are less than 2 weeks away from Gimel Tammuz. So let me tell you a story about a person, an individual named Reb Shlomo Telushkin. His son was a very famous person, Rabbi Joseph Telushkin. Before Reb Shlomo's 80th birthday, he suffered a devastating stroke. And 5 or 6 days after he began to recover from the stroke, Rabbi Krinsky calls up his son, Rabbi Yosef, and he says, "Your father was always the Rebbe's accountant." And we had a meeting, and there was an accounting question. And the Rebbe asked me to reach out to you to ask the question, ask your father this question. The way Rabbi Telushkin tells the story, initially he was a little bit, confused. My father is barely recovering from a stroke. Are we going to nudge him with this question? But if the Rebbe asks, of course you're going to present the question to him. And he approaches his father in the hospital. He asks his father the question, and his father's face brightens up. His face shines, literally. He says, "The Rebbe wanted to know what I feel about this particular matter?" "Yes." And he realized, Rabbi Telushkin, that the Rebbe was communicating to his father that you're still needed, you still have value, we still care about you. And that was the reason the question was asked. Ladies and gentlemen and graduates, we're living in very, very special times. Remarkable times. Times about the Rebbe said, the Welt schaukelt sich. The world is literally shaking. The situation in Eretz Yisrael that we're experiencing the past 4 days is unprecedented. Unprecedented. And on reflecting on last week, the events that happened leading up to the attack on Iran is simply mind-boggling. Last week, the president of Argentina, the non-Jewish president of Argentina, meets with Netanyahu. And as it's customary, when heads of states meet, the president gives a gift to the prime minister. Which gift does he give to the prime minister? He gives him a picture of Netanyahu by the Rebbe in 1988. Prime Minister Netanyahu began attending Farbrengen Simchas Torah Hakafis, which I was at in 1984, as the ambassador to the United Nations, Israeli ambassador to the United Nations. And the Rebbe had encouraged him and gave him advice of how to conduct himself in the United Nations. And he told him about what awaits him when he returns to Israel, and he will become a leader in Eretz Yisrael. Bashkacha Pratis, though, 31 years after Gimel Tammuz, the president of Argentina literally comes to Netanyahu to remind him of what his mission is, for what he's needed, to empower him at that critical moment in history to make the correct decision on behalf of Klal Yisrael. So tonight, to the young ladies who are graduating 31 years after Gimel Tammuz, what I'd like to share with you is that the Rebbe's presence is not a memory, but it's a calling. Each of you is going to answer the question. Each of you carries the brachas of the Rebbe to embark on your personal journey, incorporating into your journey everything that you've learned here at yeshiva schools, everything your administrators and teachers since the early learning center imparted, taught you, and educated you. You'll take that with you, and you'll make all of us, your parents, your teachers, and your administrators, proud. May we quickly merit the time that we'll be reunited with the Rebbe, with the coming of Mashiach Tzidkenu B'mher B'yameinu. Mazel Tov.